Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, it's with me again, Miss Reza Pustika. Last week, we have discussed about the foundation of effective teachers. For all of you, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me either via Spada or personal chat. I hope you are all in a good condition. Today, we are going to continue our discussion in educational psychology field. Today, the topic will be about cognitive and language development. This subject will surely help you to know your students later. In this learning video, the topic of discussion will cover about child cognitive and language development. We will discuss it one by one. Child development. Development is the pattern of biological, cognitive, and socio-emotional changes that begins at conception and continues through the lifespan, and it covers biological, cognitive, and socio-emotional processes. Biological processes produce changes in the child's body and underlie brain development, height and weight gains, motor skills, and puberty hormonal changes. Cognitive processes involve changes in the child's thinking, intelligence, and language. Socio-emotional processes involve changes in the child's relationship with other people, changes in emotion, and changes in personality. Periods of development. The developmental periods are infancy, early childhood, middle and late childhood, adolescence, early adulthood, middle adulthood, and late adulthood. Infancy extends from birth to 18 to 24 months. It is a time of extreme dependence on adults. Many activities are just beginning, such as language development, symbolic thought, sensory motor coordination, and social learning. Early childhood extends from the end of infancy to about 5 years. Middle and late childhood extends from about 6 to 11 years of age. Children master the fundamental skills of reading, writing, and math. Achievements become a more central theme and self-control increases. Adolescence involves the transition from the childhood to adulthood. It begins around age 10 to 12 and ends around 18 to 21. Developmental issues. Here are some developmental issues you need to be aware about. Nature and nurture. The nature and nurture issue involves the debate about whether the development is primarily influenced by nature or by nurture. Nature refers to an organism's biological inheritance, while nurture refers to its environmental experiences. Continuity and discontinuity. The continuity-discontinuity issue focuses on the extent to which development involves gradual, cumulative change or distinct stages. For the most part, developmentalists who emphasize nurture usually describe development as a gradual, continuous process. Those who emphasize nature often describe development as a series of distinct stages, like the change from caterpillar to butterfly. Early-later experience issue. The issue of the degree to which early experiences or later experiences are the key determinants of the child's development. Development and education. Competent teachers are aware of these developmental differences that is neither too difficult and stressful nor too easy and boring for the child's developmental level. Rather than characterizing students as advanced, average, and slow, they recognize that their development and ability are complex, and children often do not display the same competence across different skills. Cognitive development. The first one, Piaget's theory. Piaget said that as the child seeks to construct an understanding of the world, the developing brain creates schema. In Piaget's theory, behavioral schema characterize infancy and mental schema develop in childhood. A baby's schemas are structured by simple actions that can be performed on objects such as sucking, looking, and grasping. Older children have schemas that include strategies and plans for solving problems. Each of Piaget's stages is age-related and consists of distinct ways of thinking. The sensory motor stage, pre-operational stage, concrete operational stage, formal operational stage. The sensory motor stage lasts from birth to about 2 years of age. It's the first Piagetian stage. The next one is pre-operational stage, lasting approximately from about 2 to 7 years of age. It is more symbolic than sensory motor thought, but does not involve operational thought. Piaget's third cognitive development stage, occurring between about 7 to 11 years of age. At this stage, the child thinks operationally and logical reasoning replaces intuitive thought, but only in concrete situation. The formal operational stage emerged at about 11 to 15 years of age. This is the Piaget's fourth and final cognitive stage. At this stage, individuals move beyond reasoning only about concrete experiences and think in more abstract, idealistic, and logical ways. The second one, Pigotsky Theories. In Vygotsky's theories, children's cognitive development is shaped by the cultural context in which they live. There are some terms you need to know according to Vygotsky theory. The first, the zone of proximal development. This belief in the importance of social influences, especially instruction, on children's cognitive development is reflected in his concept of the zone of proximal development. Zone of proximal development is Vygotsky's term for the range of tasks that are too difficult for the child to master alone, but that can be learned with the guidance and assistance of adults or more skilled children. Scaffolding. Scaffolding means changing the level of support. In Vygotsky views, language plays an important role in child development. According to Vygotsky, children use speech not only for social communication, but also to help them solve tasks. Language development. Language involves 5 systems of rules, namely phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, and pragmatics. Phonology is the sound system of language, including the sounds used and how they may combine. The morphology of a language refers to the units of meaning involved in a word formation. Syntax. The way words are combined to form acceptable phrases and sentences is their syntax. Semantic refers to the meaning of words and sentences. A final set of language rules involves pragmatics, the appropriate use of language in different contexts. What are some of the key developmental milestones in language development then? We will examine this milestone in infancy, early childhood, middle and late childhood, and adolescence. From the infancy, babbling occurs in the middle of the first year, and infants usually utter their first word at about 10 to 30 months. By 18 to 24 months, infants usually have begun to string 2 words together, and this 2-word stage, they quickly grasp the importance of language in communication. creating phrases. In early childhood, as children leave the two-word stage, they move rather quickly into 3, 4, and 5-word combinations. The transition from simple sentences expressing a single preposition to complex sentences begin between 2 and 3 years of age and continues into the elementary school years. Middle and late childhood. Children gain new skills as they enter school that make it possible to learn to read and to write. Lastly, language development during adolescence includes the process of abstract thinking. Well, that's all the topic we can discuss in today's learning video. In the next learning video, we will have a deeper discussion about constructivist approach. The assignment will be informed via Spada. For your own good, don't forget to read, and read, because I believe this psychology topic is such an interesting topic, isn't it? Thank you for your attention. Goodbye and see you on the next learning video.